Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Majora's Mask Randomizer. Last time around, we explored Clocktown and took care of those multi-day quests, just trying to see what's in Clocktown before we start our first dungeon. And the answer is not much. Just a couple deeds really for some Deku scrubs, and that's pretty much the big stuff we found, so now we're ready to go into our first dungeon and complete it. We have everything we need to get inside of Woodfall and even just beat the boss outright. So we're going to be getting our first remains today. So let's go ahead and play the Sonata of Awakening and get into our first dungeon. This may be one of those rare times where we can actually fully complete a dungeon just by setting foot inside of it, because most of the time in a randomizer, you don't have everything you need to get through the dungeon in one go. If you watch my Ocarina of Time randomizer playthrough, then you'll know that there were moments where we actually had to dip into dungeons multiple times due to this. So that could be the case here as well. We'll see. Now, I'm going to be skipping some chests in here you just saw because they're stray fairies, and the stray fairies are all junk. We don't need a single one of them. So thankfully, I'm just gonna be getting the actual priority stuff. Everything else can just be second nature. So we're gonna work our way over to where the map, compass, and the actual item of the dungeon is located and get all that collected, because those are actual goodies. So let's go over and get this first. It'll be a small key. And I think this should still just be a key for that same reason, due to progression's sake. And there you go. It's a nice purple key to boot, too. It looks really interesting. It's because of how the randomizer shuffles keys around if you're playing with a key sanity set of settings. They had to change how the keys would look for that reason, since you might be getting a key from a different dungeon. So we're gonna need to kind of help on that front to understand what the key is. Nice attack. I think he's gonna get up here in a second. Okay, we're good. Now, thankfully, I can just use bombs to flip over these turtles immediately. What we're gonna be doing. So this bomb hits the back, sure enough. And took him out, so there you go. This is the map chest. Now, we already know the map and compass can be anything at this point because of how we found a map earlier on in the sewers, so let's see what this is. Land title deed. Okay, well, we actually kind of need that, so I'm going to write this in case we need it again. I doubt it. But it is good to take this down. So, that is the map chest. Good to have that on standby for a later date. And now, let's just work our way straight up to the top here. Because now, I'll just go get the boss key, immediately. And once we're done here, we'll go get the chest for the bow. Because we already have the bow, so we know it's not that. It's going to be something different. I would laugh if it is the bow still, like a vanilla thing. Because we have two other bows we can find, technically. So we can find a quiver. We never know. Nice stick. One shots the guy when you use a jump attack, so much better than Kokiri Sword right now. I put this down, and I have to shoot you with base arrows. If I had magic, light arrows would do more damage at this point. But unfortunately, we don't have magic. So, gonna have to do this the intended way. Although I love the music choice here. The boss theme from Star Fox 64 just fits so well as a mini-boss theme for Majora's Mask. And even the sound font for it is basically one-to-one. Because a lot of songs we'll hear in both the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask randomizer, for custom music, it's not the same exact song. They had to change some stuff about the sound font to get it to work in Ocarina and then Majora, respectively. So, that was pretty faithful. It sounded basically like the same song. Maybe there wasn't much I had to do to convert Star Fox music for this one. Nice, so this should still be boss key. Sure enough, there it is. That's a very loud frog, just like the one in the laundry pool. It loves to scream. Alright, let's put on our mask, and now let's go over to where the mini boss that guards the arrows are located here. And take him out. I'm gonna get a stick ready now because this is yet another boss we can one-shot with stick. Hello, Dinophos. This is gonna be a very tough battle. Don't blink, buddy. Oh, I'm sorry, you blinked. You missed your chance. It really helps I have a long stick for this fight. That extra range makes a pretty big difference, too. Alright, so what is the bow? Double defense. Alright, well, not really good. I'm gonna be honest on that one. I don't need double defense. That's kind of item. Like, it doesn't do anything for us. It just gives me more health, which, you know, it's not bad. I can always take more health. But I need items. I mean, you see what I got. It's not much. So, I would like to have more, you know, good stuff, not just health. Light is just not lighting. That flame is going straight through literally every single shot. That was a little stupid, but hey, I finally worked on the upteenth shot. There. Now with this done, I can take care of lighting this torch here on the right side. And then I can get me my compass chest, and we'll make our way to the boss right after that. So at this point, not much left for the dungeon. We luckily don't have to do too much because with bow, we're able to kind of skip a lot of the dungeon, using the shortcut to go straight to the boss key. To our advantage here, just to actually skip a majority of this place, so that's really helpful. So now we'll just take care of the compass check, and that'll pretty much be everything we need to do here. Alright, take this off. I'm gonna get rid of the sculpture just because I just don't trust it. In a bad spot. Alright, now we gotta hurry. We don't have that much time here with this stick. It will burn very fast if we don't move. Just in time. Alright, let's get ready. We got a lot of insects to kill. And thankfully, with bow, pretty simple. One shots them both. Alright, last thing here, compass. Let's see what this is. Piece of heart. So we didn't find anything all that good here. Really makes me wonder then. This place we were told is way of the hero with one of our hints. I don't know exactly what that is gonna entail then. Like, what is way of hero here? Might as well grab this, it's literally in front of me. So, just to confirm that none of these chests are gonna be what we need, I can just hit the switch over here to prove the point. Because all of the chests that don't have markings on them are stray fairies. The standard brown chests are just fairies, while the ones with the gold trimming usually have a key, map, compass, or your dungeon reward. Though in the case of a vanilla game, the bow or elemental arrows for the later dungeons. But chests just like this one here, that has no markings on it, that is just a stray fairy. This is why I skipped the one in the very early room, because it's useless. As we can see, stray fairy. And with the settings I have, all of the stray fairies after the one in Clockdown, they're all marked as junk. That way, we don't have to worry about getting like these super long, arduous checks. Because the stray fairy checks, they take a very long time, and they're not that easy to do without the Great Fairy Mask. And that's in the pool of items. I have no idea where Great Fairy Mask is. It could be anywhere. So, it would be really difficult to actually get all the stray fairies in a lot of these later dungeons. Like, the first one's not terribly bad without Great Fairy Mask, but the later dungeons, whole different argument. So, it's good to just, unless you're just trying to go for like a maxed out like item setting kind of thing and really want to check every single location in the game, it's probably just best to not check Great Fairies, because there's just too many of them. Like 15 per dungeon, how you need a lot of stuff to get fairies in a lot of the dungeons, including a Great Fairy Mask. It's a little too much work for a very, very minute payoff sometimes, because it could just be maybe a piece of heart, or it could be something useful like a bomb bag. You don't know, and that's taking a pretty big risk. Alright, our first boss. Slopdolwa. Come on, buddy. Waiting for an opening, just like that. There you go. I don't have that many arrows, so I gotta be careful here what I got. How in the world? I think his sword actually deflected that, which is a new one. Alright, so because I don't have magic, I can't do a stun with quick spins. I'm gonna have to do this one a little bit different. I have one more arrow left. Count? I definitely didn't. So now I'm gonna just start using bombs. Should probably refilled a little bit on ammo coming in here, because honestly, coming into this fight for basically nothing, not the best idea. Like, this fight is really annoying without ammo now. So I might actually kind of use some Zora flippers. That could make a difference. I just gotta be careful of fire, because just like with the Deku Scrub, I can get burned in this state, and that would void me out, which is really bad if that happens. What, how did I not? Okay. This fight is like the worst adult fight you'll ever see in the history of the internet. This is such a terrible fight. I never do this fight without magic. So that's what's throwing me off to do some of my usual strats here. But the fact I have no arrows is not helping either. Alright, take this off. There's the fire I was talking about. I gotta be very careful when I do this now. Well, I'm out. That was one way to get out. It's gonna be a very slow, methodical fight because I just don't want to make too many like problematic calls here. I'm just gonna do this one more like to the books because there is a stun lock strat here, but you have to do it like very precise. And right now, I just apparently don't have the mental fortitude for that. I'm dropping a bomb because these moths are getting really annoying. There you go. It's a good he jumped in the middle. That was a really stupid fight. I'm not gonna lie there. That fight was pretty bad. So we didn't find anything lucrative here because the boss had it. There's where the hero came from. Goron mask. Let's go. Another transformation mask, baby. It's our final one too that we need. And now our first remains is Slopdolwa. I do believe the remains are not randomized based on these settings, but we'll find out. Based on what I was looking into, based on the settings I downloaded from the community, these settings should all be the same as what you would imagine. And also, Elegy of Emptiness. Wait, that's Elegy. Hang on, no, that's not Oath to Order. I was thinking it was Oath for whatever reason. Elegy of Emptiness is a bad song to get from this. So that was the Oath to Order check. So I got that song, Elegy of Emptiness, I got that from just the normal cutscene for Oath. So that is not the best song to get. It's probably the worst one. But now that I have Goron Mask, that opens up a lot. So with Goron Mask, now I have some work to do around Termina. I want to get those Gossip Stones. And now I can easily do so because I have a song that actually will work for this. So let's go get us some Gossip Stones, baby. This is gonna be great. The only problem at this point, actually, wait a minute. I gotta go back and check one more thing. The only problem I have with this Goron right now is I don't have magic, so I won't get spikes. So that means I won't go as fast. But I want to do two things while I'm here. For one, I want to do this. Barely missed. So this is something I kind of forgot to do for a while, and watch this be something good. But I can just do a very specific setup to guarantee when I jump slash off of the ledge, I jump straight up to the top of that rooftop, and then I can get this chest for free. Oh, that's right, I did that. Oh, I was thinking I didn't do that for whatever reason. Well, now I got Express Mail again. I did that already. Sorry, my wire's being crossed because I'm recording this on a different day. I already used Express Mail. We did that whole Postman thing. This is what I'm thinking, man. Oh, no, it's not your. This is your moon tier. I gotta go to the swamp for that, which I'll be doing in a minute. My brain is everywhere because I was not expecting Goron. Sometimes you get like that in a randomizer. You get your wires crossed, you'll think of a couple different steps ahead, and yeah, this kind of mess happens. Alright, drop down below here because this will be our first grotto for the Gossip Stones. Because I was waiting until we finish Woodfall to do this, but now we have an even better reason to do this. That's the song? Piano? Like, sorry, I got thrown off from that because the piano notes sound very similar at first. But I did not expect Goron to get piano, because I think it's more fitting maybe for, like, human Link, not for Goron. I don't know. I can see the human form playing piano more than the Goron. Alright, let's go over this direction. Really. That's why I wish I had spikes. But right now, because I don't have magic, I can't get spikes. So, I could have done this the moment I got Deku Mask and Sonata, but we were so busy with all the other checks in the town that it's just best to wait. And I guess I paid off because my waiting now gave me a faster form of movement in the form of Goron Mask. So that was a good idea to wait. And plus, we have another song to use for this. I could either be Deku with Sonata of Awakening, Goron with Goron Lullaby, or Zora with New Wave Bossa Nova. Those are the three songs that would work here. If I tried to use Elegy of Emptiness, it would not work. And since I have the song, I can actually demonstrate that in the next grotto. So, Elegy is the only song out of like the 4 dungeon songs that doesn't work for this quest because it has the effect of making a doppelganger of your character. But it only works when you're in Akana. It does not work outside of that said area. So, here, if I tried to use it, let me take off the mask first, because I don't want to use Elegy in that state. Oh, this is going to be so weird because of pigeons. I listen to, like, the sound of the song. So it's just really weird, but as you see, notes echoed, nothing happened. It won't work. Man. The randomized ocarina is really gonna mess with my muscle memory, because I'm not playing by the button presses as much for songs. I'm playing more by audio cues, and that audio cue is completely different. So that's really throwing me off in a comical way. Alright, well, we got one more left. Let's take care of this last Gossip Stone. So this one more quick song, and now we'll get the piece of heart check from these 4 Gossip Stones, and hopefully it's something good. Fingers crossed. Now they're all transforming to the same color. And now with that, what do we get? Bomber's Notebook. I guess I'm glad I didn't really waste my time with this earlier, because Bomber's Notebook is not really needed for anything in this game. It's just nice to have for tracking all the different activities and the codes. So it's useful, but just not for the randomizer's sake. Alright, so now we're done there. This is why I waited until taking care of all that stuff to come over here and take care of this little extra quest, because we did help out the Witch Sisters. So Kume is here, and now with her here and Woodfall beaten, I can play the archery game here, which is perfect. Ice arrows. That's one of the other elementals we were missing. I'm just needing magic at this point. I'm also going to ignore that silver because I don't need it. And I can always get it later. Not just with that deed, but with Goron, because that ledge is very glitchy to get up on top. All we gotta do is just jump, and we can land on top of the roof. It's really stupid. Alright, but let's take care of archery. Gotta be careful not to hit the witch too many times, but this shouldn't be that bad. And once this quest is done, then we won't have anything left to do here in the Woodfall section of the map, because we know everything in Deku Palace is a waste of time. We know the butler race is not needed, which is why I did not pick up the Deku Princess in the bottle. There's just no reason to actually get her, because the only reason why we do that is for Deku Butler race, which is not a concern. So we're not going to be bothering. Thankfully, at this point, I'm only missing one location for the frogs, but I don't need to check the frogs because they're junk. So there's really no reason after this we'll ever come back to Southern Swamp. Unless I'm coming here for, like, magic beans or something. I gotta be careful with my aim, because I think I'm hitting her too many times. I don't want to hit Kume too many times, because then I'll fail the game. I say that as I hit her again. Jeez, come on, aim. Alright, one more, I think we should be good. If I can hit. There you go, 20. And I'm glad the game just automatically ends, because I was afraid of hitting her too many times. There it is! Let's go, magic, baby. I don't have magic on this tracker for whatever reason. I feel like that would be an important thing to put on the tracker, just saying. But we got it. We finally have magic. So now I can use all my elemental arrows. And I was just complaining about the Goron spike problem. Now I got spikes. So I can move really fast now. And do a lot. Like, magic kind of helps a lot more than you think. So that's really, really good. So I should probably... Yeah, let's do this first. I have no reason to come back over in this direction after I'm done with this stuff. Let's go over here and take care of some stuff with the Mountain Village section and the whole Gowan section. First things first, need my blast mask, because there is a grotto right here. Believe it or not. Grotto right in front of the tree. I know where I'm going. Which is good, because this is a check. We need this check. Great Fairy Mask. Wow, I was just talking about that earlier, how that could help getting Great Fairies, but we don't need it. Kind of funny. Still don't need it, though. Doesn't change my opinion. So at this point, now we make our way over to Goron Village here once again. I really wish I had something to melt that ice, because that's another area I can check in that hot spring. Because there is a chest down there, but can't get to it. Now, let's open the way here. And I don't know how this works. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to this kid, and then I'm going to play him Goron Lullaby. Or get a Pona song. Okay, I guess because I already have Lullaby, or just, I think maybe it's randomizer settings. I was going to talk to him, go to the other guy. Oh, I think I know. It's because I don't have the part of Goron Lullaby set. It's just the full song, so that's why I got a free check. They tell me I could have got a Pona song anytime. That'd be a win. Well, at least I didn't have to play the song here. That's a saving grace. Alright, well, because of that little blunder, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much, I guess, on my routing. Because everything I would have done so far is pretty much the same. Alright, so I gotta pay attention here and get the right one here. Otherwise, I'm gonna lose track of which one of these bales of fun I gotta hit. I think I have track of it now, so I'm just gonna give it a sec, wait for it to go around. Hope I'm following it correctly. It's been a little bit since I've done this. Yep, I followed it incorrect. This is always in a set pattern, but I was looking at the wrong one. So I'm getting the meat down because I want to get the Goron's like rock sirloin here. I want rock sirloin so I can take it to the Goron up on the ledge that has Danjiro mask. Normally, I want that mask check at this point. I'm gonna hit all these now because I lost track of which one it is. It's really why you don't want to lose track, but I liked how at least able to show you can light this torch in front of the chandelier and then use it to light the chandelier. You don't have to light every single one of these torches like the game expects you to do. It's good you don't, because, oh, that would suck. It really just takes forever. There you go. I think it was one off when I was doing my initial lineup of this. Now, I wish this was the Japanese version, actually, because This transformation here, Zora can actually pick up Rock Sirloin, but that's only in the Japanese version. I don't know why they changed that detail. It just doesn't make any sense of why Zora was able to pick up to begin with. But why remove it is another one I don't understand, because I don't see a good reason why Zora shouldn't carry this. It's just a nice extra transformation that can carry Rock Sirloin. I don't see really a negative here. What they just did. Maybe someone caught it later as a bug, which is a funny bug, but just seems more like an intentional decision. I don't know. Rock Sirloin with Zora, kind of a weird decision in the Japanese release. Let me drop down here because this is faster. And now we can go this direction. Also, I did just realize my one plan I had before, so it's good that I was able to just get Epona Song for free for the lullaby check, because I don't have any way of melting this frozen ice right now. So I don't know how I would actually talk to the Goron Elder that's out here. I can get up to the top of the grave area here where the Monty's buried. Problem is, I don't have Lens of Truth. And I don't exactly remember how high up I climb before I have to start moving around the path, so not the easiest to climb that without Lens of Truth, and I don't have that yet. Once I have it, then I'm allowed to go up to the top of the grave and then actually check what that is. And also, that would be when I would hope I have Song of Healing. Then I can also take care of Damani too. Piece of Heart. Okay, so nothing really important on this one. Thanks, though. Alright, let's work our way up top. And then we can set ourselves up for our next dungeon. Although we can't beat it, though. We can enter the Snowhead Temple and do a decent amount of it, but problem is we don't have fire arrows, and that's gonna roadblock us. Even if we know ways to like bypass a lot of the fire arrow stuff with skips, we even had other items to skip around, we still need that said item to unfreeze the boss. No one unfreeze got without fire arrows, unfortunately. Well, without more glitches. So we do need to find fire arrows at this point. Don't know where they're at, but hey, at least now with Epona Song, we have somewhere else we can go. And that is something I plan on doing. So I think what we should do is we should activate this owl now and then go over to Great Bay after this and not bother with this dungeon just yet. Hold off a little bit until we can find more items. That'll just make things easier for our sake. So I hit that, and now I'm backpedaling here for a sec. That might look weird, but that's just because I want to check what's over on this ledge, and it was just easier to do it now. It's bomb shoes. Okay, so we don't have to worry about what's there, because bomb shoes don't really help. I mean, it'd be nice to have more, but I can just buy more, so not really a check I need. So at this point, we're gonna get ready to head back in time because there's not that much time left in this cycle. There's really not much we can do at this point. So now, let's just go ahead and get ourselves set up for our next trip, which will be over into Great Bay Coast. Now with Epona Song, we can easily go over there and check stuff at the beach, which is really good. I'm just gonna deposit rupees. And at this point, we're gonna go back in time and call it a video there, which I think this was a pretty good final day. That Woodfall Temple didn't really have anything good until the very end, but that thing it had at the very end, pretty powerful. Having go on now, especially with access to magic, is just so good. But now with Woodfall done, and we're back here on the first cycle, now we're getting told to go to the North Gate. I don't feel like it. I'm gonna go to the West Gate. You can't tell me what to do, Tattle. I do what I want, because right now, while we can enter Snowhead Temple, we can't beat it. So we're gonna be on a hunt now for fire arrows, and then once we find fire arrows, then we can beat the dungeon. So next time on Let's Play Majora's Mask Randomizer, we're on the hunt for some fire arrows. We're gonna hunt for that fire at the beach. So with that said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.